Alright, lean in for a second. The first night you sit down with the Smart Ultra soundbar, something clicks, and you realize you've been underhearing everything this whole time. This is for you if you're the kind of person who can tell when sound feels cheap. If you've ever paused a show just to catch a line of dialogue, or felt like big scenes never fully landed, you already know you're past the stage of settling. You care about clarity, balance, and that feeling when technology disappears and the experience takes over. Before we go further, check the current price and availability. Products like this don't stay steady for long, and this isn't one you want to second guess later. There's always that quiet upgrade moment. Maybe it happened late at night, volume turned up, still missing words. Or during a movie where the visuals were incredible, but the sound felt thin and disconnected. That's when you knew your old setup wasn't broken, it was just holding you back. Once this soundbar becomes part of your space, the change feels immediate. Dialogue stops floating and locks right into place. You don't strain anymore. You don't rewind. Everything sounds intentional, like it was mixed for your room instead of fighting against it. Day to day, it shows up in subtle ways. Binge watching turns effortless because voices stay clear even during chaos. Music sounds warm and full without taking over the room. Late night viewing finally works because you hear detail without blasting the volume. Even casual YouTube or sports feels cleaner and more grounded. The performance doesn't shout, it surrounds. Sound stretches wider than the bar itself, creating space where there wasn't any before. Effects move naturally. Bass feels present without being aggressive. It's the kind of balance you don't notice at first, until you go back to anything weaker and immediately feel what's missing. Quick heads up, don't wait around for odd price jumps or sudden stock gaps. This kind of demand doesn't stay quiet forever. You might be wondering if a single bar can really replace a bigger system. That doubt fades the first time everything sounds right without extra boxes everywhere. The surprise benefit is how calm and refined it feels, powerful without being overwhelming. And there's a pride that settles in. Your setup feels considered. Purposeful. You don't think about upgrades anymore because nothing feels unfinished. You hear dialogue without effort, sound wraps around your space naturally, movies feel immersive, not noisy, music sounds rich and controlled, your room feels elevated instantly. The only real downside is it ruins weaker audio fast, and once you adjust to this clarity, there's no one hearing it at some point. You stop comparing specs and trust your instinct. You already know which experience you wanted. Every time something lesser comes up, you come right back here. Don't let this be one of those upgrades you keep postponing and regret later. If you want sound that finally matches how much you enjoy watching and listening, check the Smart Ultra soundbar now and make the switch.